Okay, today we're going to go over Chapter 1, Biology in the 21st Century Notes. Biology in the 21st century is about understanding the basic foundation of biology in today's laboratories. Biology is the study of life. All organisms have four things in common. They're made up of cells. Cell is the smallest unit capable of life. They need energy. Without energy, you can't do anything. And if you had absolutely no energy at all, zero, you'd be dead. They need to be able to respond to the environment or a stimulus. Let's say you were sitting in class and you were asleep, and I picked up a highlighter and I threw it at you. You would respond by being like, "Hey, Miss Stillwell, why did you do that?" Or, you would still give me some sort of response. So all living things have to respond to the environment in some way or other. And number 4, they have to be able to reproduce and develop. In order for life to go on, we have to create more life. Earth and biodiversity. From our vocabulary words, the biosphere is everywhere that life exists. And for us, our biosphere is Earth. If we were out on some other planet where there would be life, okay, it's not been fully discovered yet, but where there would be life, that would be their biosphere, whatever planet they were on. Across the biosphere, there is a variety of different life forms, and that variety is called biodiversity. Biodiversity is greater the closer you get to the equator, because around the equator we're getting the warmer climates. So warmer climates have more species with greater diversity. The further out from the equator, as we get closer to the poles, we get fewer and fewer types of life forms. Okay? A species is a particular type of living thing that can breed and reproduce. Okay? So a species is a group of organisms that live together, breed together, and can make viable babies, meaning those babies can go on and make babies. Under unifying themes of biology, a system is a group of related parts that work together to make a whole. You've known all about systems since elementary school. We've got the solar system, all the planets and the stars. We've got the digestive system. When we eat food, it goes in through our mouth, the tongue, the esophagus, the stomach, the pancreas, the liver, the intestines, large and small, the spleen, the rectum. Everything works together to make up that system as a whole. We've even got the ecosystem. We've got the parts, all the living things and the non-living things that work together to make a whole. In living things, structure, which is also known as shape, is related to its function or how it works. I'll give you examples. We have insects, birds, and bats. They all have wings that are used to fly. So wings, the shape of the wing relates to the function, flight. Whales, manatees, and sharks, even though some of them are related and not all of them are, they still use their tails to swim through the ocean. We've got humans, apes, and monkeys. Okay, we all have hands in which we can grasp tools. Okay, so structure relates to function, or shape relates to how it works. The ability of an organism to maintain its internal conditions is called homeostasis. We want to make sure that all of our internal conditions stay stable. When anything inside our bodies goes out of whack, okay, bad things can happen. So the easiest one to think about is temperature. Humans, our temperature is about 98.6. Okay, if we drop too low, okay, let's say you fall into a frozen lake. If your body temperature drops too low, you're going to be hypothermic, as in you're going to have a body temperature lower than the average. And if we go too low, you could freeze to death. Okay, same thing. If we get too hot, especially during the summer in the south, okay, our temperatures can hit 105 degrees on some days. Okay, if our bodies are too hot for too long, we can go through heat stroke. So we try and maintain a stable internal temperature of about 98.6. Same thing can be said for blood sugar levels. Okay, if your blood sugar drops too low, you're going to get lightheaded and faint. If your blood sugar is too high, it could cause all sorts of problems and even you to go into a coma. Okay, so like with diabetics, we want to make sure our blood sugar levels are the same. Blood pressure. Your blood pressure drops too low, your body's not pumping enough blood throughout your body. If it gets too high, it causes too much stress on your heart and you could have a heart attack or a stroke. So, those are just some of the common internal conditions in humans that we have to keep stable, but there are so many more. There is both diversity meaning differences, and unity, where unity means similarities, in all living things. So again, that's made up of cells, uses energy, responds to stimuli in the environment, and reproduces and grows.